Hey folks, my name's Sean Connor and welcome to my first video review featuring this. This is my 2003 Epiphone Les Paul Standard Plus. I've had it for the last 12 years now, I got it when I was 15 or 16. And it's the only guitar that I have formed an emotional attachment to and not sold in my recent giving up on music escapade. So when I was about 15 or 16, my dad took me to Edinburgh for the day to look for guitars. We must have visited every single guitar shop in Edinburgh playing this. This is obviously the model that I decided that I wanted through reading magazines and reviews online. This was the colour I wanted. I played one of these in every single guitar store and this one stopped me in my tracks. It seemed to make me a better guitarist and I couldn't put it down, and I decided that was the one I had to have it. So I saved up all my Christmas and birthday money for a while and this was the result, and I couldn't have been happier with it. So recently I joined another band and that obviously meant that I was playing the guitar a lot, which highlighted to me some of the issues that it's picked up over the years, which is not surprising really. It's been under pretty heavy use for the last 12 years. So the frets up here were really worn out. There was a few dead spots on the fretboard generally. The intonation past the 12th fret was pretty shot, and there was a loose wire in the pickup cavity somewhere that meant that it was cutting out on me. And I figured if I was going to be able to rely on it again, it was going to need some attention. So I've been following a chap called Clive Bernage on Facebook for quite some time, and I was familiar with his work. Now Clive owns a company called UnsungHeroGuitars, and for those of you who don't know, Unsung was the name of the factory where this guitar and many of its early 2000s counterparts was made. Supposedly they were of a much higher quality of the rest of the Epiphones that were out at the time from the Samick factory, which was down the road. Now Unsung Hero specialise in dealing with these guitars, so I figured if I was going to be sending my guitar to anyone, Clive was the man to do it. So this video is all about giving you a little bit of a breakdown as to what Clive actually did to the guitar and why it's made such a massive difference to the playability, the sound and the general feel of the guitar. So check this out. So first of all, Clive stripped the guitar back to the bare bones. All external components were removed and put into the tidy little box you see there at the side. This allowed for a blank canvas, and it also made it much easier for Clive to give the guitar a damn good polish. Any scratches on the surface were buffed out, and not just on the top either, at the sides and the back too. You can see in this photo how he's managed to practically fix the buckle rash on the back. Next up, the fretboard got some attention. All of what Clive likes to call gack was carefully scraped off, leaving the bare wood underneath. You can see here what 12 years of hard rocking is deposited on my fretboard. Minging, as we say in Scotland. The frets were then levelled, recrowned and polished. Now, I had to ask Clive what recrowning actually was, because I didn't know. Recrowning is when you level the frets, they're levelled flat. Once they're levelled, the frets are then reshaped back to a round shape rather than a flat edge, which is called recrowning. The fretboard was then rehydrated with a standard lemon oil to reseal the wood and bring out its natural grain. When it comes to electrics, Unsung Hero guitars don't mess about. After all, this is something that can really affect the sound and the tone of the guitar, so all of the old stuff gets pulled out and replaced with top-notch wiring. In my case, CTS pots, orange drop tone caps and braided cable all round. The result is that the guitar's natural tone comes through much clearer and sounds crystal clear even under heavy distortion. Every component then gets a thorough clean up and the guitar is rebuilt with any parts that were badly corroded being replaced for new. On my guitar I asked Clive to put on some picket covers to lift the look of the guitar to a more classic Les Paul look. A full setup follows with bridge and truss rod adjustments taking place to make sure every note is clear and in tune. This also ensures that the fret levelling that took place earlier has done its job. So once the guitar was finished, it posed for a few photographs in Clive's workshop, which are available to see on Clive's Facebook page, Unsung Hero Guitars. And then it was shipped back to me via insured courier. Now, I should say at this stage that I didn't have to do anything to ship the guitar. Clive arranged both trips there and back all the way to Devon. And it arrived to me perfectly in tune straight out of the box, which was a little weird, but it is testament to the workmanship that went into it. Perfectly polished and just a really nice example of the work that he does. So I said I would tell you guys a little bit about why I think Clive is not only a great luthier but a great guy as well. Most of that centres around customer service. Now when you pay for a service, especially when that service involves sending your pride and joy down to somebody that you've never met before, who's then going to tear it to bits and put new bits on it and so on and so forth, you need that trust in that customer service to be there, and Clive doesn't disappoint in that area at all. He sends you regular updates. I was getting regular questions on what gauge string I like, what action I like, what colour would you like your toggle switch to be, sir? And I felt really involved in the whole process, which was really cool. And the second thing is that Clive has a really keen eye for detail, even down to things that I would never thought of myself. Check this out. Now take a look here at how he's realigned the machine heads. Now I didn't ask him to do this. It isn't even something that bothers me particularly, but it bothered him enough to want to fix it. This is it before, and there it is all straightened out. Now you just wouldn't get that sort of attention to detail from your average Joe Blogs guitar tech. So as you can see, I'm really happy with the finished result. I've now got a guitar that looks great, sounds great, plays great, and doesn't let me down, which at the end of the day, that's why I sent it down to Clive, so that I could rely on it again as a main gigging guitar. If you ever get a chance to send one of your guitars down to Clive for a once over, I would highly recommend it. The quality of the service and the craftsmanship that you get is really second to none, and I've not experienced better. So that's it. Thanks all for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you don't like and you don't subscribe, then please hit share, and maybe somebody that you know might like and subscribe anyway. This has been a review for Unsung Hero Guitars, and I've been Sean Connor. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.